Hello, welcome to PVS the Tutor. In this video, we'll be looking at quadratic functions. And one of the questions that we'll be looking at is a 2018 October-November exam, and that's question 19. So if you have that paper, you should make sure you go through. So straight up, the diagram below shows a sketch of the graph y is equal to 2 plus x minus x squared passing through the points E and G. So you can see E and G there. Find the coordinates of A and G and find the maximum value of y. Now, what we know that this is a paper 1 question. So you need to apply your skills of factorization. Hence, let's factorize this function. 2 plus x minus x squared. We need to write this function in standard form. How do we write this function in standard form? We start with negative x squared plus x plus 2. Now, is this all? No, we need to put it in a way which we are able to answer it properly. We can divide, since there's negative 1 here, we can divide the function throughout with negative. So negative into negative, we are remaining with x squared, then negative x, then negative 2. Then from there, we need to find the sum and the product. Now, our sum and our product and our factors. Now, our sum is a middle number here, which is negative 1 here. And our product is a times c, which is 1 times negative 2, which is negative 2. So we need two numbers, which when we add, they give us negative 1. And when we multiply, they give us negative 2. What are those numbers? So we have negative 2 and 1. And for sure, when you add negative 2 plus 1, the answer is negative 1. And when you multiply negative 2 by 1, you're going to get 1. So now let's write this equation in those two factors. So we're saying x squared, we have plus x here, which is here, this is x. Then you have this negative 2 is the same as negative 2x. So minus negative 2x minus 2. So now we are having, so we can now group them like that. So we're having this, which you can factorize easily, and we're having x into x squared is x into x is plus 1. Then what is common here? Negative is common. What else is common? 2 as well. Then becomes 2 plus 1. Then we need to correct this and that one. We group them together. So this is x minus 2 and x plus 1. So you cannot pick these two since they're just the same, so you get 1. And from there, we need to find the coordinates. We haven't yet found the coordinates. We just found the factors. So since we have those values, since we have this x minus 2 and x plus 1, we need to equate these two to 0. So we're saying x minus 2 is equal to 0 and x plus 1 is equal to 0. So when you correct the like terms, you're going to see that x is equal to 2 or x is equal to negative 1. Now, since we have two values of x which correspond to that, so the first coordinate of x, it will be 2, 0. Since in the x-axis, y is 0. And our next coordinate, it will be negative 1, 0. Now, which one is for G and which one is for E? Now, when you look at G is on the positive x-axis. So this will be G. And E is on the negative x-axis. Hence, these will be the E coordinates. So that's how we find the coordinates. First, factorize completely using factor method. You find the sum and the product, then you find the factors, then you group them, then you equate the factors to 0. Then from there, you know that in the x-axis, y is 0. So you always start with x, then y. Then you equate them to 0. Make sure you follow the order. Then 2 says maximum value of y. Maximum value of y is found when x has got a maximum value. Now we know that we have two values of x, when x is equal to 2 and when x is equal to -1. In this case, which one is maximum? Of course 2. Hence, we are going to say y is equal to 2 plus x minus x squared. So we're saying y is equal to 2 plus 2, where there's x, minus 2 squared. So y is equal to 4 minus 4. Hence y is equal to 0. That's our maximum value of y when x has a maximum value of 2. That's what we know. Then you must also know that from here you need to know how to find the point where y is turning. This point here where y is turning there, you need to know what is that point. So that's the turning, that's the point, what we call the y-intercept. That's the y-intercept of the function. The y-intercept, which also can be the maximum value of y, is found when x is equal to 0. So we have y is equal to 2 is 2 plus 0 minus 0 squared. So y is a 2. Where is standing there, that's what we are saying, that is y. So you can also be asked to find that, and you must be able to know that that's maximum value of y. Let's look at one more example. Let's look at one more example. Saying the diagram below shows the sketch of the graph y is equal to 3 minus 2x minus x squared passing through PQR. Find the equation of the axis of symmetry of the graph and find the coordinates of the turning point of the graph. Now this is how you find the axis of symmetry of the graph. You need to take the x value for the coordinate of the turning point. So we have y is equal to 3 minus 2x minus x squared. Now we need to write this one in standard form, like I said. It's the same as negative x squared minus 2x plus 3. You can divide negative throughout so that you remain with a positive value of a. So we're having like that, minus 3. So from here we know that a is equal to 1, b is equal to 2, and c is equal to negative 3. So a is the number which is found here, then b is the number which is found here, which is 2, and the c is a constant, which is negative 3. Hence we are going to use the formula for finding the axis line of symmetry. So now we need to replace now negative 2 over 2 and 1 there, and this will give us negative 2 over 2, and x will be equal to negative 1. So the equation of the axis of symmetry is actually x is equal to 1. That's how you find it. Let's go to question 2. Then it says the coordinates of the turning point of the graph. We already know that our a is equal to 1, our b is equal to 2, and our c is equal to negative 3. So we have already found our x coordinate for the turning point, which gave us negative 2 over 2, which gave us negative 1. Then how do we find for the y-axis? For the y-axis, it is 4ac minus b squared over 4a, and we need to replace. We have 4 which is a is 1 and c is negative 3 minus 2 squared, that is b, over 4 and a is 1. So I'll continue it from here. So we are having negative 12 minus 4 over 4, which will give you negative 16 over 4, and y will be equal to negative 4. So the coordinates of the turning point, you are saying, are negative 1 comma negative 4. So thank you so much. Share, subscribe, and comment. See you in the next video.